sacred beings, and welcome back to the Sacred Jewel. My name is Jewel, and we are a spiritual community growing together while on our sacred journeys. Today I'm super excited because we are talking about dreams, of course, but more specifically time travel in our dreams to other planets. So I'm going to share with you a crazy dream I had that felt super real, where I traveled to other planets and I go into depth how I got there, what I did there, like what my purpose was, and it was just super intense, and I'm super excited to share it with you since we've been talking about a lot of star seeds and star planets and other planets and aliens and stuff. This I felt was a perfect time to share this super intense dream that I had. I also want to say Happy New Year. I'm recording this on the 1st of 2022, and this year is going to be all about uplifting the consciousness, being more positive, happier. So this year is going to be super amazing, and I just wanted to start it off with a video, and hopefully this year you can expect more videos from me. I would love to do at least 2, maybe 3 videos a month. So maybe not every single week, but maybe every other week or twice a month. So yeah, before I start, this is that dream journal that I told you I was moving you see the gold rim, all of my dreams into this Night Dreams book that my amazing grandmother got for me. So now I just lost my place. But this dream, I believe, was from 2018, and I rediscovered it as I was transferring my dreams into this book. So July 23rd, 2018. I'm just going to read from the book and stop as I go. I titled it Time Travel. Okay, I'm excited. Here we go. So, at this point in my dream, there was a disease coming to my town, which I thought was crazy because, COVID and stuff. But anyways, there was a disease coming to my town, and then a strange, gorgeous man showed up and said I should leave and move out, just go. I had to go. And there was nowhere for me to go at that time, so I was like, what the hell? But then these 2 women showed up to take him away in a really fast car. Who are those women? So I went outside thinking they would pick me up, and they didn't, because if you wanted me to go, I changed my mind, obviously. I went outside, okay, let me pick up a ride. So they didn't pick me up, so I ran to a nearby race car, one of those fast cars they were driving, and I got inside of it. The woman tried to stop me while they were in their car, and I locked the doors at the last minute. And at first, when I took off in the car, I couldn't drive good, and they were following right behind me. But then I heard, this is where the dream gets weird, I heard a voice that said, "That's my car." So I heard it in my head. And then a random note suddenly appeared in my hand, and when I opened the note while I was driving this random car, it said, "I love you." What? So I began to drive faster and more straight. Then I saw a map appear inside of my head. So that was crazy. This is where it gets really robots, in the future, mental telepathy and stuff. So here we go. There was a map that appeared inside of my head, and I discovered I could use my mind to control my speed and direction. I could also zoom out. So on the map, you can zoom all the way out to see the whole world. You can look at the country. You can look at other planets, so you can zoom all the way out on this map in your mind where you can see everything in the universe. It was really crazy. So I started having trouble coming in and out of real time, because with that zooming in and out in your mind and the map and the car and all this, I didn't know really what I was doing. So I was having trouble coming in and out of real time, where I was driving the car on the road, but then I was driving in space and trying to figure out where to go. So I basically drove the car all the way to space on accident on this mind map where you can zoom in and out. It's kind of like that movie. I'm gonna forget the name. What is it called? I'm gonna have to look it up and post it below. You'll know what it is. But anyways, the guy uses this little ball thing where you can zoom in and zoom way out and see different things. I forget the name of the movie, but there it is below. So it reminded me a lot of this movie for some reason. So once I got to this random place in space, I parked into a space on my mind map, whatever that means, and felt that this was his home. Okay, so I had discovered, I just basically let the car take me wherever I was going, and it parked in a space, a car parking spot in space that was this guy's house that I just took his car. So I must have had a different look or disguise that matched his car because nobody noticed me. There was a lot of people like on this planet in space that looked different from me, so I must have blended in. I asked everybody around, like, do you know whose car this is? What is the guy's name? Because I wanted to know who this guy was that said I love you in a note. And then one girl knew who he was but tried to hide it from me and didn't want to talk to me for some reason. She began to ask me why I wanted to know and then other questions. I started to get nervous and my look started changing back into human form. Everyone yelled, "Human!" when they noticed me, and the space police started to come after me. I ran back to his car and focused on my mind map. I do a lot of these because it's just so crazy. Mind map. But I was so nervous about getting caught that I couldn't figure out the zooms and like figure out where Earth was and how to get back there. And then, oh yeah, so this was weird. I remember when I was using this map in space, like I found a spot that was called the end. So I don't know what the end is in the universe in outer space. Very weird, but I saw it and I was heading towards it. So, oh yeah, it was a portal, so the end portal. It was weird. So, and I could see the space cops. They were right behind me on the map. I could see them trailing behind me. So they did end up catching me, and they stabbed me with something, and then I woke up in my house at the beginning of the dream, where before all this crazy stuff happened. But instead of the two women, it was my sister and the guy. So the same guy was there looking at me and playing cool as if nothing happened, and that I would just forget everything. That's probably what was in that thing they stabbed me with, was like a mind eraser or whatever, memory eraser. I walked away to think about what happened, and then he, whoever this guy is, came in very gently and slowly and asked how I am. How was I doing? I leaned in and said, "I love you." He looked shocked, but realized that I could remember, and now I was one of them. So whoever those guys in space were, I understood everything at this point in the dream. I was like, "I love you too," like, and then I walked outside to where those two women were and did this thing with my mind that made a very fast, bright white flash, and then they knew what just happened to me as well. My sister looked like she was in pain, so I placed my hand on her and did that flash thing, and I healed her. The two women were shocked, but accepted it. The guy came over and asked if he could read my mind and see everything I just went through, and I said yes. So like this is like obviously, alien stuff where you could read your mind, you're traveling in space with your mind, you're healing people and stuff. So I said, sure, you can read my mind and like see everything that just happened to me. What next? Oh, he was very proud of me after he read my mind, outrunning the cops in his car, being a rebel. So I told him how I understand now how we are all connected and how we are all really one person, controlling or changing what goes on for everyone in that moment. How we can all communicate over long distances and always be together no matter how far, and that we never really die. This is all stuff I discovered in my dream, and that I'm telling this guy in my dream. He then goes on to teach me how to control the mind map. Thank you. How to control it better, and then I started traveling to heal people. So obviously I had some sort of power. And then if you look at light working and like healing people, I also took Reiki. That's what those certificates are right there. Reiki master, but I haven't really practiced it. But it was crazy to dream about like, hey, healing people and it working, and it was crazy. But anyways, there's a little bit more to the video. Yes, to the video and to my dream. So I started traveling to heal people. I went to my house, but in a different time. And I was invisible to others. So I remember this in my dream, going to way back in time, but to where I was living with my family in the present. So I was going there in the past, and I was hiding in the roof or vent of my house at that time. And I saw a family. They were cleaning a crying baby inside of a big pot. So this was back in the day, like dirt on the floor, hay roofs and stuff like that, and bathing kids in, big pots and stuff. The baby was crying because it was sick and was going to die. They could feel and hear me moving and started to look around. So I climbed down from the roof onto the dirt floor and walked out to the road. I focused on being and staying invisible, but young children started to wave at me. Because you know how kids, they always sense things that are around them. They're more perceptive to those things. So I knew I needed to arrange my appearance mentally. So instead of being invisible, I changed what I look like to fit in with that time on Earth. So once I blended in, I saw the same family on the dirt road and walked up to the mother. I touched her arm and said, "Bless you," like bless you, bless you. And there was that big flash again from earlier, and she looked stunned in shock. I started to walk away towards my home, but in the future, well, my home in the future, there in the past. It was weird. And she followed me. So did her mother and this small boy. The mother said, "It's you," thinking I was God or some great being. I put my hand on her daughter once more and I said, "I am only a messenger. Bless you." Then we began to dance, holding hands in a circle. It was so crazy and beautiful. And I told him I have to go, and the boy tried to take a picture of me. I told him the picture wouldn't work, and then I bolted and flew into the sky, took off like the superheroes do, and I went back to space and back to the man in the other home. He was proud of me. We felt so much love for each other. He then told me we need to buy more underwear. Then I woke up, not wanting to leave. So that's what I got from that. And I wrote in little quotations back in 2018, I wrote to myself, "We humans or aliens, whatever we are, have the power to heal and help others. That is our duty, and that we can change the future by, what we do now can change the future." So that was my crazy dream to another planet. I really wish I could tell you more about what the planet looked like, but it was just, I don't know, probably just stuff you see in alien movies where they're dressed in space suits and stuff. But it was super crazy and super intense, and I wish I would have talked about it sooner from when I had it so it was more fresh in my mind. But if you've had similar experiences where you traveled to space and spoke to other beings and drove a spaceship and healing people and stuff, anything similar, please leave it below in the comments. But that was it. I just wanted to share that dream with you and start off 2021 with a video of a dream, because this channel I will be talking a lot more about all of my dreams that I had, and just maybe what they mean and if you relate to them or if you, I don't know, entertainment. So that's about it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, please subscribe, do your thing. And next I will be posting about astral projection, and then after that I promised I would do another draconian reptilian starseed video, because there is some people out there that want to know more in depth from my previous video, I'll link it above, about if you are a reptilian. So yes, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Till next time. Bye.